men that actually understand what you have to go through to be able to keep a relationship running. It now looks like if you don't have the resources needed, they've given us targets now. In the other days, there was a target, I swear.
Are you telling me that men that have had the wisdom to make money and they are very rich, they are up there, and relationship fail them, that they are not wise? Do you think a stupid person makes money?
No, look. If it's the best thing a man can pray and a woman also can pray is, God, please give me my husband. Give me my wife.
I have a problem with that prayer.
Yes, do you know why? Do you know why I say so? Because before you go to school and you receive lecture from anywhere, maybe primary and other school, it's your parent that will be your first teacher. They will certainly teach you not to stretch your hand for what your father does not have. To also secure you for your future. Secure you to coordinate yourself when you're outside without them, because you're not going to stay with them forever.
And now if we run a proper background check, we realize this is your favorite you are listening to, taking relationship advice from, has actually failed in that aspect. They are heartbroken, they never healed, they are broken, and misery, as Rex Daniel will say, loves company. They don't want to be alone, so they make recruits.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Daniels, and today we are back again. This time around with a lot of people, with a lot of opinion. We are going to talk about relationship and lifestyle today, and we have here 3 people. We're gonna have them introduce themselves, individually. So I know you guys have met 2 people here before, Demelo and Real Riches. So we have an additional person. Oh.
That tall, handsome man that comes.
So help me God. Forgive my manners. We have spiritual husband, and we have Real Riches here. We had them the last time, and the spirit husband is gonna be my co-host for now. In subsequent videos, you guys will be seeing him more often. So an additional new person here. So we'll start from him, and for the sake of our new viewers who are gonna be seeing this video for the first time, we're gonna have spirit husband introduce himself again, and Real Riches will do the same. All right, so can we start? Over to you.
All right, thank you very much. I see you guys have a beautiful face this morning. So delighted to be around this show. I've been seeing it on my Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. I should not take you guys to a long ride. It's not your time. I'm much more by name. I'm also a cool brother to spirit husband. You say spirit husband, right?
The man that comes in the dream.
This spirit husband, this one is too fine there, I swear. Well, anyway, let me just don't spend more of your time. I'm really, really appreciating everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity. And
okay, people of God, as you already know, I'm your favorite spiritual husband. Do I need to say much?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am glad to see your faces once again. And my name once again is Real Riches Emmanuel.
Alright, you guys said your name, but you don't say what you do. We're gonna talk about career and all of that. So if you're going to advise somebody about career, you yourself, you have to you have to be doing something. You understand? Yeah. So let's know what you guys do.
at the right time. No, sorry, pardon me for my manners. Okay, Nigeria is not a country somebody will just sit at the fence. Either you are here or you are there. Alright, I'm a fashion designer. I sell clothes. I'm into business and I study communication as well in school. Thank you very much.
Okay, people of God, I'm a spiritualist and hair and beard model, and I have products also. I do a lot of things. I do buying and sellings. Anything you need, I have a blog.
Good afternoon once again. My name is Real Riches and I'm into real estate, like I said earlier, and I also buy and sell cars.
So without much ado, we are going to have to dive into the question because this might have to be a very long one because we have more people here and with diverse opinions. So I don't know how long you guys will be talking, but we'll try as much as possible to make this shorter as short as we can. The question I have is modern dating harder or just different? Can I repeat the question or did you get it?
I got you. When you come to talk about modern dating, anyway, I know technology has come to stay, as long as the world stays longer and things are changing. It's just that the mindset the mindset of people around dating atmosphere is that people see dating as something they will use and achieve something from somebody, not saying it the other way around and the way it used to be. Let me have a throwback to our parents, We want someone, a parent. I remember my mom loved my dad for nothing. My dad loved my mom for nothing. I remember then, if you are a wealthy man, whether you are an average man in society, you don't have to kill yourself in order to build a house. You don't have to kill yourself in order to get what you don't have. People were more concentrating on surviving, food, and education, and how it used to be. So now you can see people who are not even up to the age of trying to date or understanding what dating or relationship is all about. They just start with sex in their mind. This only area, the social media too, is also included, because I remember vividly things were still happening in those days, but because of the information were not close. So what people do not see, people do not believe it. And the newspaper then will only carry the news that they want to carry. They cannot carry all the news around everywhere. So now people see things on social media and learn from home. Some people spoil at home. Some people develop this act of having this at home. I believe at the instance, if a girl or a man wants to date for love, so that it will be somebody that thing that makes you love that person, that thing that makes you like that person, whether that person makes you laugh, whether that makes the person maybe smile over you when you are passing, that's what will attract you to a man, not by material things. Like, so now somebody have to look at you twice before he or she can answer your greetings.
Exactly.
If you are not good looking in your own area, because everybody are not supposed to be looking the same way. People will just take advantage of, this person is not my class, he's not the kind of person I'm supposed to talk to. They forget about the content, what we want. What we want mostly catapult us to the bigger level in life. It affects our area of dating, our area of religions, our areas of our neighborhood, living in society, even in academic pursuit. At the area of dating, people normally wants to, use you and have an iPhone. Someone want to use you and have a house rent, which is not good. Most men says they cannot achieve much money from a woman. They cannot pay a woman this. There's no man that have an affair with a girl that will not be supportive in one way, area or the other. But the supportiveness must be willing.
Yeah, but not be forced.
He must be willing, normally. So people now just want to spoil the dating aspect of it, that they believe if they date you today, they achieve this, they can easily move to the next person and also achieve some other thing.
Do you think it is their fault that they are looking for something in return in a relationship?
Yeah, I think it's their fault in the other way around, because it's home training, what we call home training. Before you go to school and you receive lecture from anywhere, maybe primary and nursery school, it's their parent that will be your first teacher. They will certainly teach you not to stretch your hand for what your father does not have first. You see, your mom will tell you, your father don't have this. You don't have to have a test of that.
Yeah.
To also secure you for your future. Secure you to coordinate yourself when you're outside without them, because you're not going to stay with them forever. So as long as you are marching inside the life of university or in the exposed life, you will also face life alone. So you will not do mistakes, and these mistakes will always come back and hit you. At the end of the day, you will be running out of maybe age. You're thinking that age is no more on your side as a woman, and you're supposed to get married. And it's too late already.
I feel we have been misled several times, because instead of going back to our roots, to our parents, to seek for relationship advice, we go to social media and we pick our favorite, we listen to. And now if we run a proper background check, we realize this is your favorite you are listening to, taking relationship advice from, has actually failed in that aspect. They are heartbroken. They never healed. They are broken. And misery, as Rex Daniel will say, loves company. They don't want to be alone. So they make recruits. And you see, people can no longer learn from their parents, because obviously they failed. They are still fighting before the kids. And before the eyes of everyone, they have failed. So the children cannot even look up to the parents. They go on social media and listen to all manner of messages. And that is where they learn.
I said something about the other time about learning at home in the area. Everybody are not the same. There are some parents that maybe there are some children that their parents will fight here and there with their mom, but when they go outside, they display other thing.
Exactly. They'll pretend, in fact, they'll be the best couple ever.
Yes, it's what you think. What you think differs a lot. It's what you think that will make you who you are. Yeah, I know some few girls that I've known. It's the kind of people that it's not as if they don't like enjoyment, they don't like all those flashy things, but because you have to go extra mile to achieve those things, they stay back. What would you call this kind of people? Are you not human beings? Are they still not Nigerians? Are they still not girls? Are they still not guys?
That is where we have people that think outside the box. I've met guys that claim their dad beat their mom, and that is how to treat a woman.
Really love to do what people will see, people would like to see. That's why you can see in an area someone will just have to borrow something from somebody just to look flashy outside. Most of these social media people are saying that they say they are perfect couples, they are doing it. They are also battling their demons in different areas. People always come to present what you want them to be to you. Like you go into a church now and you say, oh, you believe on the power of God, believe on anybody you want to believe on. Is what you expect, is that person is telling you. So now you feel that person has power to change you. Is what you expect the pastor will tell you. Because normally, if you don't have any issues, you don't have any problem, you will not want to go to the church. You understand now? So once you go to the church, because you have an issue, because they believe thousands of people that are going to the church, they are going to church to be protected, or they are going to church to solve their problem. So the pastor will also want to tell you what you want to hear. That's what I used to say is the pastor's wife that knows the pastor. Because you cannot fake a life that you are living inside every day. You only fake a life outside, not inside.
In essence, can we learn to solve our problems ourselves without coming on social media to display the ugly side? Because now, when couples have a heated argument, they run to social media to post first. You will even know from their status that they have a relationship problem because of what they post, instead of sitting down, understanding why they are together in the first place and how to resolve the issue. Do you know that in the days of divorce was not an option, you make it work. Even when you are not happy, you pretend to be happy. Do you understand? You make it work by force. But nowadays, people do not want to put in energy to make it work. They just want to relax. If you are not calling me, I will not call you.
Alright, that's beautiful. But so far we've been having a comparison between the olden days and the modern one, and I like that. Because when I say the modern style of dating, people don't really understand what is really modern. I mean, the Gen Zs will never know.
I remember then. I can remember then. If I just see if I just see somebody I'm attracted to at that time, it's not even sex in the mind. How will you have sex?
It will not cost you money.
You don't even think about sex. The only thing that person will just look at you and you smile, and that person will smile at you.
You be putting smile on that person's face, and you will be making that person happy.
Seriously, everybody will just go and be smiling throughout.
So the question is it different or is this one? Is this method now, is it harder? Or is it just different from what we used to have before? Is it totally out of the league? This one, not be waiting they do before be this. They don't change it. As in, we are playing football, this goalpost, they don't carry goalpost, come on, keep another place.
For me, I think it's becoming harder these days. It's becoming harder.
In my opinion, currently, relationship looks scary to men. Men that actually understand what you have to go through to be able to keep a relationship running. It now looks like if you don't have the resources needed, they've given us targets now. In the other days there was no targets, I swear. Now they've given us targets. They've set standards for us. So a man that cannot meet up that standard, you feel like you are not worthy to be in a relationship. You feel like you don't deserve to have a woman because they deserve love. That is the struggle we are facing in this generation, and it is very, very crazy. Now you have people coming out like a man. Now you have to put some things in place before even moving forward to even start a relationship. and that does not still guarantee you that it's going to last. It is
Mhm.
still 50-50. With all your resources, they can still fuck you up. So you don't really know what to believe.
That is why they say it is not all about what you do for her.
What you do for her.
It's about what you do with your own life that will
So,
keep a woman.
I urge every man to fix himself first. Fix yourself to that capacity that you will not be on the losing end if anything goes bad, because you cannot predict this women.
When you say fix yourself, after fixing yourself, you go get sense, because the people suffering
It is part of fixing yourself.
are those that have already fixed their life. They are financially
They
stable.
did not fix one particular thing. That is why they are suffering it.
What is it that they didn't fix?
They didn't fix their senses, like you said, because they had the resources and they don't
it's
have
a-
sense.
it's actually-
They still lose. That's the truth.
It's actually crazy, you know. And something about relationship, when it comes about relationship, is emotion. Something that happens to do with emotions. And emotion is something that you cannot take away from you. The feelings come on its own, and it's not something you just pretend over it. Let me just say, normally, even if it happens for you to have a relationship with somebody that does not love you, at the end of the day, she walk away to another person, it's going to affect you. Even though, with that being said, unless it's not a game of emotion, you don't put the emotion there. As far as a man is seeing a particular girl up to 5 or 6 times, you will not change your face, you will not change the way you used to do, you don't change anything about you, and you're still smiling over her. You have something, don't lie for yourself. You have feelings for that person. Whether the girl you carry her by hook, so I be by contract or by referral, so you understand that you should not lie to yourself. You have something, definitely you're feeling for that person.
Do you know as you grow, you change, your person change. The things, your preference also changes. Do you know that there was a time I was into big, but right now I don't like them again.
Why?
I like the slim ones.
Why?
Yes.
Did they shoot you paper?
Not about Pepe. My preferences have changed. People change. Their tastes change. Do you understand? What is it that will keep this person? Because emotion is just a feeling. It's just like being sad. Today you are sad, tomorrow you are happy. It changes. What is it that will make you feel the same way forever for one person? In a world that we know that your woman might get you upset at work and did not save you breakfast, but getting to your workplace, your colleague brought her own to share with you because she realized you are hungry.
It's not, your colleague will not realize you're hungry. What is about a woman is that you move on. People will fail you. These relationships are run by humans, and normally, ethically, human beings are people that break rules. In any organization, in anything, you will find any human being that is there. Anything that a human being does now is not surprising to me, because human being is somebody that can do anything. A human being break rules is in our heritage.
Yeah.
So I cannot
It started at the Garden of Eden.
Okay, so I cannot just expect a woman to just come and be acting the way I want her to be.
You don't
Yes,
spoil
I-
my mood.
Yeah.
Why
that's
did
true.
you bring the Garden of Eden? Let me make something clear. In most times, one person is genuine with their feelings, the other person is just a player. In the Garden of Eden, Adam listened to the love of his life, and the love of his life played the first one on him. If the intentions are true from the beginning, it will end well. But when some other person is trying to play along, to act without actually feeling it, it becomes a problem. Do you understand? Do you know that someone can be playing game, be acting movie, drama with you for 20 years to get what they want?
I think you yourself need to have a strong will. You know, it will be hard for someone to convince you or change your stand.
When you are talking
If-
about strong will, do you mean I should hesitate to be kind, to be nice to the love of my life because some other person misbehaved?
I'm trying to put Adam and Eve into perspective now. You know, Eve came, you say he listened to the love of his life due to the persuasion that she gave to him. You know, eat the fruit, eat the fruit. You know, it's now up to you to say, Omo, God
Are
said
you sure?
we should
Are
not
you
eat this
sure
fruit.
Eve actually persuaded him, or he was a man that loves and would do anything to please his
That's
lady?
what I'm saying.
We have ladies that make ridiculous requests and men grant them because they want to be with them. And unfortunately, these people does not want to be with them genuinely. You are putting in your best to be with a person. It's just like some women, they put in their life, their career to be with a man, and the man will carry handle like this, they talk nonsense.
Okay, let me come to that area of what about other women? Women, they try all their hope on the man,
Mhm.
and they try his very hard to please that man. The
It means
the men still show them.
It means the manipulation is not one-sided, it's everywhere.
See, let me tell you, these people, relationship are being run by humans. You understand? That's why as a man, when you get to the time that you want to get married, the only thing you should pray is that we should live about much money for now. If it's the best thing a man can pray and a woman also can pray is, God, please give me my husband, give me my wife.
I have a problem with that prayer.
Yes, do you know why I say so? You know why I say so? Why I say so in the sense that it's because, this business is being run by humans.
So why do you need to pray to God? Because God with his knowledge created what he thought would be okay for Adam, and Adam got betrayed. Sometimes you do not need God, you need sense.
See, the main aim of this relationship, or whatever anything we are saying, is simplicity does a lot of roles.
Honesty.
Everything. Once you are a simple person and you are humble, because we simply come with humbleness. Once you are a humble person, you might get to, in the area, even relationship, you might always achieve the best.
Can we go back to the age? I was scared of cheating on my woman because it will make her unhappy? Can we go back to the age that my woman feels guilty and will not talk to another man because it will make me sad?
It's by choice.
Where we think about how the other person feels, the interest of the other person is not all about us.
This thing is
our service to the next person, our partner.
This thing is by choice. You understand now? If a woman that doesn't want to cheat on her husband or doesn't want to cheat on her partner, is a personal choice.
How do you know someone that will cheat on you? Is it written here?
It's a man. No, that's why I want men. I want all the men to not be foolish. They should have this thing upstairs. They should understand that this business is being run by human beings, and human being is the people that you cannot put their hope on.
Are you telling me that men that have had the wisdom to make money and they are very rich, they are up there, and relationship fail them, that they are not wise? Do you think a stupid person makes money?
No. Relationship goes with emotions.
With all their wisdom, all their investment.
This is the different feelings from your business and whatever you do that outside, whatever brings you money. Relationship is another ball game. It's another ball game than even your love you have for your mother and your father. This is the personal love that you decide to share with somebody to the extent of nakedness.
I have a question. In a situation where you start a relationship and everything is going well with the love of your life, then do you know what they call third party? A third party comes in and you start noticing changes. Bestie, one thing, bunky, sidey. Advice. Third party means another person interfering with.
Cosmate.
Yes, cosmate. Before you know, school father.
Someone that does assignment for her.
Yes. Before you know, customer. Different things.
Can I take that?
At that point, you've started losing. Even though you feel you're winning. With all your investment.
Do you know that you can be seeing the red flags and you are comforting yourself that maybe she's just going through a lot?
Yes,
it's out of
she's human.
Assignment.
She's human.
She's busy.
Her time.
But she's somewhere.
Let me take that first. Let me address the first one. The emotions used to run business is different from the emotions you put into a relationship.
That's what I'm trying to tell people.
In fact, in business, you don't use emotions. If you use emotions in business, you destroy your business.
Yes. It will not work. Anything you put in emotion is something that can kill you.
So
make you feel bad.
I think the weakness in a relationship for a man is when you use emotions. You don't, as a man, you don't go into a relationship with emotions. You go into a relationship with your brain.
That's where they say show no sign of weakness.
Exactly.
Because he said you need to be simple. Not in this generation. If you are simple in this generation, you are.
So let's go to the next question.
Intentional man.
If you have a girlfriend, like you have a woman that you're dating, and she feels comfortable about another with another man, that's enough red flag.
You mean another man makes her happy?
That's enough red flag.
And what if you don't see the red flags? What if you are dealing with someone that knows how to hide these red flags?
Do you know that the word insecure has been hijacked to something else? Do you know that the definition of insecure we have now is actually the opposite? It is your duty to monitor your woman, to make sure it is your duty. They will call you insecure. Any woman that calls you, any woman that calls you insecure,
they'll call you controlling.
Yeah,
a controlling man.
She's cheating. Yeah. Okay, let me play a scenario here. Imagine that you have a safe where you put money. You leave it open. Is that security? Yes. That's called insecure. But to secure something, do you know what it means? You will lock it with every padlock that you have. barcode, fingerprint,
So that
everything.
another person does not have access to it.
That's because that is where your life is. That's how you're supposed to protect your relationship. You check a phone. You make sure where are you going.
And imagine the
That's
person,
the real meaning of security.
the person you lie on the bed with,
They
the person that is
They call
cooking
it
your
insecurity.
food, the person that is cooking your food,
You get it now.
having an affair with some other person.
But now that's the very thing they call insecurity, which means that the real meaning of insecurity is being twisted to fit what. So any woman that
To fit a
calls you-
narrative.
I'm telling you, bro. So any woman that calls you insecure or controlling, just know that she's cheating. Like I have come to an agreement with that. If a woman says I am
You are too
toxic,
protective. You are too this
I
and
am
that.
toxic, I'm doing protective, you are cheating. There is nothing you tell me.
See, the fact is that see the major reasons why this issue is being complicated is that if you are checking your wife's phone, you understand now. You as a man you also have to know that you are focusing on this your wife alone. You understand?
Of course.
If you want to know a man, it's very easy for you to know a man and know a woman that is cheating now in a relationship. In the sense that everything about women nowadays is inside their phone.
Yeah.
Everything about, if you want to know a woman, you want to know the kind of girl you are dating, you want to know the kind of things she does, just everything, all her database is on her phone. Her characters and everything is inside her phone, her cell phone.
Which part of our phone, please?
Let me tell you something. Criminals do not want to be caught.
Which part of our phone?
You might be searching that phone and that message is being deleted the moment that is read. Do you understand? You will focus on TikTok.
It's still fishy.
You know, most
How
of
can you
these
be? How
things-
can you be deleting messages? It's still
That's
fishy.
what I'm saying.
Let me tell
There's
you
enough
something.
evidence to know.
It is your duty. The way you are strategic about business. That's what I'm saying. You don't run relationship with emotions.
No, you cannot.
The way you are strategic with your business, you look at this person and say, "This person will be like thief. I know if he invest my money for this kind of business."
How did we get to here that we need to be very, very careful?
that's-
That's what it, that,
At
that's,
that point,
That
that's
is
what we
the
are saying
problem.
about the modern kind
At
of
that-
Because
At that point.
back in the days, you will see a young man that the community contributed money for sending him outside to hustle.
yes.
Came back and the father will select a humble lady for him and they will marry, they will be happy. But nowadays,
It does not work
the
like
person you met on your own, talking stage, everything, you still do not know that person. You know that nowadays it is hard to know the intention of another man
that. Can't.
because the people that are dealing with you are the people that are eating
And
in the same
smiling
plate with you. Now that person where they meet you, now they go use. Betrayal is the order of the day. How do we solve this? Because
And
in the days of the
no fit
end,
from outside can't do it.
we had repercussions,
inside
consequences. People were scared to betray their loved ones because it will bring a bad name and reputation to the family. Do you understand? But nowadays, people are bringing shameless acts on the social media. You understand? You will see people create content and you will wonder if they have parents at home.
Do you know? I feel this problem is emanated from parenting. I think the modern parents are failing. They are failing, and it's gonna get worse.
Example, the parent that we had give their children their XX toys to play with on social media and they did challenge. But when we were born, our parents don't used to play that play with us.
Do you know that at the age of 10, your child already has a smartphone? Do you know the age my dad did not even have not bought phone for me before in my life. My parents have never bought phone for me. The first time I had phone, as illegally have phone, was when I got to the university. Your child at 10 already has a smartphone and he spends more time on the smartphone more than the time the parent. Your parents are very busy. You go to work in the morning, you come back late. Do you know that the person on social media is teaching your child more than you?
Yes, definitely.
Let me ask you a
The
question.
influencers, the content creators
Yes,
that
yes.
are looking for money. In
Yes.
fact, the content creators, their aim is not to teach your child, is to make money. Because
Yeah.
the country.
Do you know that in the days of
But your
the
child is learning from that thing.
in the days of the old, you get when moon go come out, that day go sit down, mommy go sit down. We create time, we solve family disputes. You understand? We discuss. They tell us stories. Do this modern
What will happen
family,
when never happened before? They will give us
like
story
their
that time.
experiences, things. Do you know that your father will be telling you his father's experience? That's your grandfather's
Yes,
experience.
yes.
Now, do we create such time for family nowadays? Do we have that quiet time that we get to know ourselves, what we represent as a person. Because each of us, we have what we represent. There are people with dignity and they try to buy them off with money, but they are not giving in, and that is what they represent in that family. That family has dignity. And we have this other family that they know that the children are wayward. Do you understand? Do we still have that settings in our family background today?
The fact is that those areas of our parents, there was only one man also. You see, they were hardly allowing my mommy to go and look for money, because at the level of looking for money, there's a lot of things about money, making money. You encounter a lot of things. One of those days when women were not allowed to come outside, maybe and contest or and look for money on their own, things were still balancing, But now, if you go,
don't spend more time with the children, train them, teach them all
that's
the
why I
stuff.
said before. Now, mama didn't take care of Pekin. You understand now? The father will only run around to make sure the family is okay, the basic needs. But you see now, in this area of now, a woman now is allowed to be a local government chairman. A woman now is the head of a service. A woman now is the commissioner of this and commissioner of that. They are also leaders. They are given opportunity to also lead in a society. You understand now? Then this society they are leading now, they are going to bring extra somebody to come and take care of their home, which it used to be their work.
But the problem, this is that you are saying now can cause a whole lot of controversy. Women of nowadays will bash you.
That the women should not work,
I'm
not
telling
make
you,
their own money.
women will bash you like this.
I did not.
But they forget the context that you are trying to get from this.
Yes.
See, you can work.
Is that where gender rules
and also
come
have a way of training your children. Why do your child need a smartphone at 10?
You're not supposed to be an idle person, even as a parent. Normally, in this world that you're living, and things are very hard like this. You're not even supposed to be the father cannot. The father is supposed to be the person looking for money. Yes, there are some other measures. There are some other works that suits a woman.
Yeah.
There are areas that suit a woman when it comes to also. A woman is very good at office work. I'm not disputing that fact. A woman is also good at maybe a commercial work. I'm not disputing that fact. But this exposure causes a lot of problem to them. They cannot manage it.
That exposure yourself can even make another man start toasting your wife.
You understand that? Because you know what? When once for instance, when once a woman start earning more money, once a woman start earning more money than the husband, it becomes a problem.
You don't have to have an issue with that, because one, we are not in the same era where the man earning more than the woman was the norm. Now women even make more money than some men. We have come into this era that women are forex traders, which my mom does not know anything about forex trading. We have tech girls now. Things has changed. So you don't expect the rules that worked in the past. You don't bring it to the future. It will not match.
Exactly, that's what we are saying now. Because as things
So,
are changing, that
internet has exposed us to a lot of things. Yes, people are exposed to new informations.
New life.
Back then in our time, 18 years old was what we took as an adult. But currently, 13 years is playing the role of 18 or even 24. Some boys are doing relationship like marriage. Things have changed.
Yes.
The information,
they are going through a lot of things, and
the information,
can't even really
the information you receive has a way of affecting your life.
of course.
So it depends on the kind of information you get
now,
and
how
what
do
you
control this
consume.
information? You can't control this information. Information feels like it's airborne.
There are countries.
Once it
there
is
are
being released,
there are countries that actually control the information people get there on social media. For instance, have you seen what
government that we have to use it to their own advantage?
have you seen what the kids in China are seeing on their social media platform? Is it the same algorithm here in Nigeria?
You know that they have plus 18 the rules on social media.
Okay.
But those kids now will go and say that they are 20 something.
they'll bypass it, of course.
Because
So you can't stop it that way. The only way to
because
stop
the
this is
system
from the parents.
because the system is not working. Because if the system
That's
is
what I'm
working,
saying.
they will have the identity of everybody on social media.
You said something. I just take me back to my my secondary school days. You know, even though you're a mother, even though you're a parent, you're working, you're busy, but it must be that time, that unique time to take care of your children or your own self.
Family.
In a sense that, how was school today? What did they teach you today?
Assignment.
I hope you did not eat from anybody. I hope you did not harass anybody. Don't
Even
forget.
check your bag if you are stolen somebody's
Yes.
paid.
Just Make it paramount. They will tell you, make it paramount that you don't talk down on your elders.
Now we have parents that
when you are growing with these things on your mind. You understand now? There's no how you just go and just derail all like that. You can say that I remember the first time I went to bar to sit down with a friend. I have the courage to went to a bar. I was even up to 23.
Exactly.
Going to a bar. Influence. Can you go to a bar and sit down?
Do you know the difference between now and then? Back then you had no money, but a child at 18 has more money, has a house, has cars, and is not controlled by the parent. See, at your age, it was your parent taking care of you. But today we have kids at that age taking care of the parents.
Do you know why is that? Do you know why their parents are now? Some parents are feeling so lazy. When once they see anything that will bring money, they don't know if that thing will be valuable or not. You accept it because it's bringing money. It's very bad. It's very bad as a parent. As a father, you don't have to be relaxed. As a mother, you don't have to be relaxed.
You ask your people, what are you doing to get this
You
money?
understand? I can remember.
Asking that
Can you stop the child? What if the child chooses to run? Go and fix his life some way and come back after how many
It's not
years?
about making this money. It's about being safe.
Now that is where the thing comes in. The higher the risk you take, the higher money you can make.
Some parents take their children. They even take their children to do their making life. Yes, because they feel they are failed. You understand? Because they feel they are failed. They cannot make money again. You understand? They cannot make money at the age of 40, at the age of 50. They think they cannot make money again. You understand? That time has passed. They relaxed.
Can I say something?
The system has failed everybody. It's not only them.
This system not a failed since. So before you were born, this system failed.
It fell, but it did not.
No, it's not the worst now. It's the same.
Do you know why I said it did not fail them that much? Because the cost of living that time, at least
Did not kill them.
9 to 5 was okay.
They were still complaining.
Yes, it was better.
They were still complaining.
You cannot compare 9 to
But
5.
civil servants were able to acquire land and build house. Can they do the same?
Even though it was
Now-
still very slow.
Not all civil servants.
Very, very slow.
Eh?
Not all civil servants.
It depends.
Primary school teacher will
It depends
save.
on your lifestyle also.
Not all.
Now, can they even? Back then, we have primary school teachers that own houses. Can they own houses now with this present economy?
See, let me tell you one thing about making money. Making money depends on you. There must be an adjustment. Before you see those people that were wealthy then, you don't know the main source of their business is one. Then two, they adjust a lot to make themselves at that top of that level. That's why you see then few people will build houses.
Okay,
Few will not build.
Can I say something?
The priority then was, if only by choice I will build a house in my village. They are very okay.
Can I say something?
You understand? But you see now, human being now, we want to own a house with housing. We want to own a house at Lagos. We want to own a house at Port Harcourt.
There are places that they are selling house.
These are more things that are going to. These are more things that will expose us. These are more things that are going to.
It's also our greediness that is causing
Yes,
problems.
it's the
Because
greed.
our parents used to go into the village, buy land and build house.
Let me say something.
And be satisfied.
They are satisfied.
They are satisfied.
You understand now?
Let me say something. Back then, my mom went to school of nursing, and even when she was a student, she was being paid, and she had options, as in it was possible to fly out to practice outside, and they were paid well. Now we have people that have finished from the school of nursing, and they will go and save under one chemist,
Back
and they are jobless.
then it was good.
Yes.
It
Now
was good back then. I'm
the
talking about
system,
when
the system was a bit working then, was
Yeah.
working then, but right now,
Yeah.
do you understand? Do you know that we have tricycle riders that are master degree holder? Do you know that recently that they said Dangote riders, they do not have papers, they are illiterate? People with BSc years back applied for that same job.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now, what would make a BSc holder, master degree holder, also to apply to be a driver if there is job? The system has changed.
I used to tell my bro, see what the most thing.
Now let me learn. That is why people do no longer rely on the system of going to school, getting a job. Now they are desperate to make it even at a tender age. Before, there were rules, steps to follow. Now there is no step.
Everybody followed it.
Now there is no step. A 15-year-old boy can own a house in Lekki or Chevron, and you, a 40-year-old man, have not bought a bike.
It's true.
And you are doing due diligence in your service.
Students are driving, lecturers are trekking.
Do you understand?
People that are showing us our future. Students are driving, lecturers are trekking. I see these things every day. So how do you believe in someone that is trying to show you your future, and you look at the person's life? The person's life is not. The person has failed already.
See,
the person knows he's a failure.
You see, let me tell you something. Do you know that even this Yahoo something did not start now? It's been there.
19.
It's been there for a very long time. Do you understand? So it's not that. That's what I'm saying. It's not that people did not have us, but people, I think they had that. That we say now.
The fear of God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The parents were
The fear of God. Discipline.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know that we were scared? We were scared of what the next person will say.
Yes.
But now we want to do everything to pay the next.
We don't
person.
care. We don't care.
We don't care.
We don't care anymore.
You understand? And
This generation don't care about anything.
I swear to God,
They don't care about your.
and that is the
your
problem.
feelings. Now we don't. The risk we take now is times 5. The risk our parents were scared of taking.
We have kids that no longer listen to their parents.
What do they want to listen to? What do they want to listen when?
Do you know?
They are hungry. Their parents can't feed them.
Do you know?
And they don't have ideas to make money.
But we,
Do you know-
but
fix
back then,
things.
it's okay whether your parents have money or
Do you
not.
know-
You
do you
just
know-
know that this is your father.
look down on
You
Do you
cannot
know?
look down on
We
your
now
father.
we have girls. We have girls. Even at the university level, I could not leave my father's house. But we have teenage girls that leave the home and they will tell their mom they are going to see a man, and the mom will tell them they are coming back by shawarma.
Make sure you come back with something.
Yes. How did we get there?
These people are. These people. We don't go today, oh. But let me just say this thing, and this. Let me just say this thing. I don't know how people will find it. Okay. The fact is that there are more to life. This life, we cannot satisfy our wants. We cannot satisfy our need as individuals, as humans. We always want that thing that we always want, even at old age. That's make it a life. It's a journey. You are looking for this at this age. After this level, you will look for another thing that you want. You understand now? So, in the essence of we having numerous houses in different locations to order to save poverty. At the end of the day, you acquire all this house as a man. You do all those things, you acquire all this wealth as a man. Then these your children, you will not attest to their life. Whether you train a child like this or the other way, it will not determine what this child will become tomorrow. The best thing I will tell our father is that our parent now, because you are soon, whether we like it or not, if you are not married soon, few of us here will be married. You understand? I will say that we should make inquiries about the future, what the future wants.
Are you actually working?
Excuse, I'm coming on. Then make it known to your child to start chasing it at that level. Like, let me, for instance, there was a time that when you study communication in Nigeria, you study engineering in Nigeria. If you don't have anybody, you can have a switch of work. Someone that study communication can go and work at Chevron. Someone that studies has work differently. You understand now? In that area of work, if people know, like personally, me, if at all I knew that okay, nursing, health, they are not begging to have jobs. Pharmacists, I'm telling you the truth though. See, if you are a pharmacist, unless you don't know what you are doing there, you understand now? If you are a pharmacist, a trained pharmacist, you will not beg to have a job. There are few works in this country that once you are done with the academics, you understand, you are hotcake, you will make it. You understand that? You know why? Because one, then they will tell you, they will don't know about the future, what the future wants. They will tell you now, you have to become this. You have to, okay, imagine somebody becoming a barrister. At the end of the day, you go to law school and you come back and you're not being paid. You now create your own payment for yourself. The societies now, they want to see what you have acquired. They want to see what you have become. They want to see how many cars in your garage. They want to see how many houses you have built. They want to see how many people you are dashing money publicly, online. We want to give people
So
money.
that is why we have lawyers defending criminals.
That's what I'm telling you. Okay, why do you feel like a lawyer will be going to defend Anini?
Okay.
When Anini was caught, he has a lawyer that was trying to defend him.
Okay.
You see to that? Because these people do not have choices.
And why a man of God will be praying for Yahoo boy?
Okay, imagine. Okay, look, for instance.
And why someone will be doing assignment for a
Okay, for instance, me and you, without being told, everybody will say the truth that it is. Me and you know that when we were brought up in the church way, there's no church that you will go. You cannot go to. You don't feel born you when you go to church where they know you tie or wear trouser. That was the primary doctrine of Christianity then. But when people started changing into business, they know that this is what the masses will like. Because of this doctrine, many people will not go to church. They say, okay, let us amend it and put it this
package business.
You understand now? Okay, my own church, I do the same healing those people does. You understand now? Yeah, we know to call people with you. We know to do this, but you are free to come without a tie. You are free to wear a trouser.
To be
God
yourself.
looks from the heart. You understand now? It's the conscience. The only God I believe on is the God that is inside me that makes you. That's the conscience God I have in my heart. Anything that makes you do the wrong thing and you do the bad thing, and he's always telling you without you telling your next man, that thing will be inside you. Now, the Spirit of God, we're going to pray for, we're going to make you know that this thing you are doing is the bad thing, that you will face it sooner or later. And that's what will make you be caught. And once you are doing, that's why I used to tell people there are petty crime. That's why when you go to the court, there are crimes you commit, they will say you have to pay a fine. You understand that? There's a crime you will commit, they will say, okay, you have to learn a lesson to adjust. It's just like a rehab. You will put you 2 years or 1 year or 3 months or 4 months in prison.
That also depends.
You understand now? You cannot just go and kill somebody and they catch you red-handed, at the same time they still want to take you to the prison and keep you there for what?
That also depends. You know, things has changed, like we said.
They are keeping you there for a bigger hope, like, wish that maybe sooner or later you might be released. Because if you are found guilty of taking another person's life, automatically your life is supposed to be taken instant. Instead of the convenience the ones that are given maybe 1 month in the prison, and they will make the place look jam-packed and people start seeking or whatever and people don't survive. You know, some people will not survive. But you see the hard criminals, they can go to prison as long as and they still come outside. Why is it so?
Like this thing that you are just saying now, like you said that the desperation that there is in making money, it's everywhere. Even the police officer, the warder in the cell. Do you know that you might not even have a crime? Probably, maybe you and someone fought and they took you to prison, and the guy that murdered somebody will pay you some money. They will kill you and release that person.
Yes,
That's
of
the
course.
person that was the one.
Yes.
This one was the
It
one.
depends
that
on
fought.
I'm aware.
It depends on
There's
the
one thing they say
contact you
amnesty.
have.
There's something they say amnesty. You understand it? When once they condemn people in the prison, like you're saying you're given life imprisonment, automatically you're an amnesty area.
I think instead of giving somebody life imprisonment, why don't you just kill the person?
You understand now? These people, they are giving these people hope that they are coming back sooner.
And they are giving
It will
them
take
food.
time.
They are giving them food.
This thing will
wasting
take time. You
resources.
understand them? Yeah, when the resources, because you know why? Those people that commit these petty crimes that they are facing, all those people that maybe into money laundry that know they will just face maybe, let me say, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, like that. You understand now? At the same of the day now, then these people are much in the prison. Then the people that you have condemned, they are more than the people that are doing petty crime.
What of situations where people are jailed when it is not their fault? They were not guilty, but they've been sentenced to jail. They've been given life imprisonment, but they were not guilty, but they just didn't have anybody to speak for them.
That's the fact.
Or they did not have the money. They did not have the money to fund what they needed to do to be out of that place.
In that area.
But they lost their life in jail because of
Okay,
all those
they are
things.
not guilty of what you have accused them of.
Yes.
See, in that area, in life, that's why we have family. That's why you must have somewhere you come out from. Even though you don't have anybody that you come out from, you must have a friend that later turn to family. The judge is not fair enough. You must have somebody that will have to come for you on your behalf.
And what if the person coming for you is a nobody? Doesn't have a voice.
That's why I say
When we talk of voice, does not have money.
We
to
are-
have the
we are-
voice.
we are-
Has the voice, but because there is no money, the voice is not
See,
loud.
we are in a society in which is being run by human beings. And human beings are expected of anything devilish evil, the way you think. You understand now? So that's why as a man, as a woman, whether you don't have family, you don't go to your family house, biologically you don't have family background, but friends, you have to have that bond or somebody that can come and speak on behalf of. There must be a follow-up. Because you cannot just wake up on your own and want to go and enter trouble. Somebody can just get into trouble anytime soon. But it must be somebody that must come for you. Because people are there are thousands of people that are looking for justice.
When you talk about voicing out, do you know you have freedom during your speech, but after your speech there is no freedom?
freedom without
Now let me make my
freedom
point.
without this.
Let me
Freedom
make
without
my point.
actions.
Let me make my point. When Fina came out, we all joined the fight because we knew her as a celebrity.
No.
What about someone that
No
has
follow, no
5
join, no.
followers on social media and the people he or she knows are not in the high places? They do not have a loud voice to speak for them because people have been dying before Fina's sister. It is
Yes,
her
yes.
influence that made us that do not know her in person even hear about the story. So what about people that are not influential? People that when they post, they have 5 likes on Facebook and no comments.
See, one thing about social media I understand is that, most people that are coming to social media to make money, they don't normally make money for a start. It's either maybe they affiliate in 1 or 2 illegals that will make them have their money. But you see people that want to come and talk their mind the way you and I and all of us, we are just concerned about the society and we want it to get better soon. even though it's not better for us, but at least our generation that we're going to come. The fact is that, people now don't go for justice directly. People want to use you and aim something. They want to use their justice and aim something, as if they are looking for freedom for you. But they want to, that your freedom, want to be known with that your freedom they are looking for you. People do not come out plain. Not sure, human being, they are not coming out plain. Thousands of people are psychophants. Even in your family, they are everywhere. That's why I'm telling you, all these things are being run by human beings. You can say, okay, imagine say in a family of one mama, one papa, brothers, sisters, they seeking malice. Imagine somebody will claim he's a social media giver. He gives everybody in the outside. He will sing, go do video. He say this guy they show love. But if you go to the family, that person, nobody feels his love. That's why they used to say charity begins at home. If you are rich and you are rich is genuine and you are a direct giver, it must start from your house. It must start from your family. That's why when somebody wants to come and tell me online business, they tell me this boy business, this, that, now they will make this, they make this. I will say, don't you have a family member? Because I know as a man, if you have a family member, if this business is too that profitable for you, it's your people that is going to run it. And you even close the door.
There is a popular footballer.
You will not bring it out.
You will close the door.
There is a popular footballer that said he gave a huge amount to the sibling several times to establish himself, but the sibling refused because they knew they had a rich brother they must rely on. They will always go back to. What if you try to establish family and family don't know your status? They choose not to work for themselves, but they want to depend on you that have seen the light.
I think it's both ways. I think this goes both ways. There are people in your family who genuinely need help, who if you extend your hand to, they will do better. But then there are people who, I've seen a man where they give him, he used to push truck and sell in traffic light. They give him a big money, he squander the money, go back and push that truck. So I think it's left for you to identify who is serious and who is not.
And one thing about this is that, see, business it's not your money that is going to make your business stand. What people don't know in business, people don't want to bring their personal lifestyle into business. That business cannot go to anywhere. Business has its own strategy. And you go contrary out of that strategy, that business is going to fall. If you like, use 20 million, organize the business. One thing I understand about business is the sincerity in business is what that will take you there. Most people think maybe I will buy goods from you today, then I will sell it, and at the end of the day I will still buy again with you. That's what will make me rich. It's a lie. It's the trust. No company will produce stuff that wants you to keep it. Company even wants more customers, so they will do production more, so they will make their money. See what they will do. They will entrust you. You have done a business with the company for a longer time. You understand? And they know you are sincere. Now you will no longer use your money to buy the business. What you're going to do is that the company is going to entrust you with the goods that your money cannot buy. That's when people become richer, become bigger in their businesses. But so that's why when people see people doing business, they think, oh, let me just go and try it. They will bring your personal lifestyle. Somebody will send you for something and you go there, that thing is not the same. But for the fact that you really want somebody to buy that thing from you, you want to bring another different one and come and tell that person, oh, I thought it's this one. You bring opinion, which this was not what the person sent you. Somebody wants to buy a shoe. Somebody wants to buy TV from you. Who will say, okay, I need original LG TV. You say, okay, he's entrusting you with that. He gave you money. Bring it to my house. And you go and bring a refurbished LG TV to the person, and then tomorrow next to when the TV gets spoiled, and you think that person will also continue business with you. A business is a referral business. That's how you make money. If you're good to me in a business, definitely you are going to give me somebody. And that your person, you are going to give me somebody. As long as I deliver you a person, that's how I'll make money in business. There's no spiritual thing attached.
Do you know you might have the money and not have the capacity to run a business? Maybe you've been running a kiosk where people buy combine, and all of a sudden someone open a supermarket for you. You will not be able to run the supermarket because the vision is not there. The vision you have is to manage the kiosk, and you can manage the kiosk perfectly. Now the upgrade be the problem. The vision is not there.
You need to understand in business. You need to understand your capacity.
Anything you do.
If you are good at doing kiosks, you establish plenty kiosks. You do like 10, 20 kiosks in different locations.
What mostly for businesses, what mostly make businesses go back instead of front is that once you are coming to do business, you understand now. Once you are coming to do business, you want to use that business and build a mansion. No. You want to use that business and save your family member. You want to use that business and also want to do other of your things. You're spending, which is not supposed to be so. See, as a businessman first, you follow up business for a longer time. You understand that particular business. Issues will always come to terminate this business. Personal need will always come to terminate this business. You understand now? You know your boundary in business. This money has been sealed. This is for business. There's nothing amount that will take this money out of this
give
business.
my girlfriend.
You understand now? There's no pleasure that will temper with this one of this money, because
I will give my woman.
when once pleasure comes, you temper with small. Maybe later you fix it up. That's the same pleasure will come. You temper with two. You think you will fix it up. That's the way the business will go.
Does a man need to run his business first? Maybe give himself time to build himself before actually bringing a woman into the picture.
You don't.
Because there is a way you carry a woman alongside the business, you fail. There is a point your business has not stood well and you carry a woman along. You'll be running both of them. But alongside you, one of them is going to fail, either the business or the woman.
See, the fact is that you cannot just carry two things that you're trying to do. You cannot want to
so you
develop two things at once.
also create this
As a
awareness
fresher.
that there is a time a man needs to give himself to.
No,
fix
a woman,
some
depending on the kind of woman you. That's why I used to tell
Yes,
women.
how do you predict
See,
this
I
woman?
used to tell women that if you want to have more value in a relationship, in a man's life, have what you are doing.
That is the thing. That is when you need to take into consideration the kind of woman you have to be with.
That's what I'm telling you.
Depending on your goal, your future, the race you are running, you have to find your match.
See, there are women that they love their man doing things on their own time for them without asking. There are some women that understand that this man does not do anything without asking. This thing are different. Human beings, we are full of characteristics of different characters of anything we do in life. You go carry business, give woman your own. You won't try stand them. You no go fit work. You no go fit one come stand your woman on and your own at the same time. It's either you give one first a chance and study it. Then that's all.
In summary, I think the best thing to do is understanding. Just understand what works and what doesn't work. If something is, you know that this thing is draining you, keep it down. So guys, this is the end for this session. Keep it locked down here. We're going to be seeing more of us. We still have other sessions which we are going to have with much more Spirit Husband and Real Riches. So keep it locked down here. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.